On June 30th, the Supreme Court struck down a key part of President Obama's healthcare law, ruling that family-owned businesses do not have to offer their employees contraceptive coverage that conflicts with the owner's religious beliefs. On July 2nd, Missouri Governor Jay Nixon vetoed a bill that would have required women to wait 72 hours to get an abortion, with no exceptions for victims of rape and incest. He stated the fact that there was no exception to the rape and incest victims as his reason for rejecting the bill. Protesters in Murrieta blocked 3 busloads of detainees from reaching a Border Patrol processing station. The detainees were mainly children and women immigrants from Central America, and the protesters protested the fact that the detainees would be a strain on their small community, which they claim does not have the facilities to feed and clothe people for an extended day. On July 3rd, the Supreme Court sides with the Christian College in the birth control case. The court said that the Wheaton College in Illinois, at least temporarily, does not have to comply with compromise provisions in the law that the college say still violate its religious beliefs. On July 7th, a federal appellate panel struck down an Arizona policy that prohibits young immigrants known as the Dreamers from getting driver's licenses. Over the course of 84 hours during Independence Day holiday in Chicago, 82 people were shot, prompting calls from Mayor Rahm Emanuel to put a stop to gun violence in the city. On the 12th of July, the German government ordered the CIA's top officer in Berlin to leave the country Thursday in an extraordinary escalation of conflict between the two allies over U.S. espionage. Newly minted and randomly selected U.S. District Judge Christopher Casey Cooper has been handed one of the most high-profile and politically sensitive American terrorism cases in recent years, presiding over the U.S. government's case against Ahmed Abu Khatallah. July 14th, Timothy Draper's plan to break up California into 6 different states has acquired enough signatures to place the measure on the November 2016 ballot. July 21st, Governor Rick Perry has announced the National Guard deployment would help DPS and other law enforcement officials deal with criminal activity by those entering the country illegally. July 24th, an elementary school packed with hundreds of Palestinian evacuees seeking shelter under UN protection came under heavy fire, leaving 16 people dead and more than 100 wounded. July 25th, White House officials are laying the groundwork for a large-scale expansion of immigrant rights that would come by executive action within weeks. The move would shield from deportation large numbers of immigrants living in the country illegally. July 26th, Russia reacted angrily on Saturday to additional sanctions imposed by the European Union over Moscow's rule in the Ukrainian crisis. They said it would set back the fight against terrorism and organized crime in their country. Russia's foreign ministry also accused the U.S. of contributing to the conflict in Ukraine. Okay, so this happened in early July. Violence between Hamas and Israel begins once more over the kidnapping and killing of 3 Israeli teenagers of the West Bank on June 12, 2014. When their bodies were discovered on June 30th, Israel blamed Hamas and arrested over 200 Hamas members. As a result, Hamas believed Israel's motivations to be politically motivated and retaliates with rockets, making demands with the leverage they believe they have. On July 8th, Israel began its Operation Protection Edge to stop the rocket firing. This conflict affects the U.S. because it puts us in a tough position. Should we further get involved in this conflict more than we already are?